So Kelly, what is it you want to do with your life? You mean like my life plan? I don't know, what do I want to do? If only there was a fun and creative way to do it. Watch further, cause there is! Hi, so that was just a fun little intro into what I want to be talking about. The new knowledge that I want to give you guys and help you understand is a way to create your own life plan and to make it creative and fun and exciting. Trying to tap into what you're going to do for the future doesn't have to be stressful, doesn't have to be scary or fearful or any of those. The questions that you have, they don't have to be answered yet, but they can be thought about, and we can create ideas that will help us for the future and help us plan. Because ultimately planning for our future is a good thing to do, and we don't want to just ignore our future just because we're a little bit on the questionable side. A new and exciting way that I wanted to give you guys and some new information or knowledge about creating your life plan is to create a bucket list. Yeah, we all know about the summer bucket list that we make up in our heads, or we write down, or we did as kids when we wanted to accomplish things over the summer and we wanted to have a fun and exciting summer. Well, our future can be just as fun and exciting as a summer vacation. So what I've created and what I do in my life is I create a bucket list. All of the things that I want to accomplish before my life ends or before I die. YOLO. So in a couple seconds, you'll see a model for a bucket list for your life plan. I created this one myself, and it definitely helped me pique my interest in things that I want to do for my future, and I hope it does for you too. So here you go. Stay tuned for what else comes for the bucket list, and I hope it interests you. Thank you. As you can see, my bucket list starts with a tax preparer, which is the job that I want to do. I'm an accounting major, and so that's one of my realistic jobs and what I see myself doing within the first 5 years. That's good to write down for the first couple bullet points to your 5-year plan, something that consists in that. And then for the last couple of bullet points, if you can't really think of anything else, start writing down things that you're interested and that you could see yourself doing in the future. For example, you could do traveling. You could do, if you're interested in makeup, if you're interested in the gym, which are all things that I was interested in, and so I put those things down and I kind of incorporated them in ways that I thought that I would want to get involved. Other things that you could think of are helping with friends and family, if you want to help with retirement homes, certain things like that where you don't really see yourself doing it in a career path, but you never know, it could come up as an opportunity, and if you write it down on your bucket list, then you could scratch it off. I feel that any opportunity is a good opportunity, so coming up with this plan helps you check off things that could possibly be an open door in your future and that you can get excited about. The reason this bucket list is such a good idea and is actually fun is because you get to create your own, and you get to decorate it in different ways that you want to make it visually appealing. And the more visually appealing, especially for visual learners, then the more exciting your brain thinks it is. So it will actually help you come back to the bucket list over time and maybe get you interested in adding more and new things to it as years go on. For me, I created mine on Instagram. I just did a solid background, and then I used different fonts to highlight what I wanted and what were different accomplishments or different things that I see myself doing in my future. And then I added like different emojis and colors just to like make it a little bit more fun and to make it more exciting and just like to get me interested. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. It definitely got me interested, and as I was writing things down, you may realize that there actually are a lot of things that you're good at, or there are a lot of things that you like, and why not get involved in those things? I mean, you have years ahead of you, and if you're just starting your career or your college career, then there are multiple things that you can get involved in. So just write down as much as you can, and if you add it in somehow, then mark it off, and that will just like tell your brain that I did something, I accomplished something, and it will help you move forward and get excited for the next thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it, and I think it's a really helpful knowledge that anyone could use. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I encourage you to do it as well, because I definitely enjoyed it while I was doing it, and it definitely helped me think of different ways to involve myself and include into my future as well. So definitely give it a try, and if worse comes to worse, you don't like it, but I thought it was a good knowledge to give you guys. All right, I wanted to sit you down and kind of go over an interview process, talking about our new knowledge on a bucket list life plan. Do you have any thoughts? What does that sound like to you?
Sounds like work.
Actually, it's supposed to be a fun and creative thing to do. So, are you at all a creative person, do you think?
I can be.
Yeah. Is having that outlet something that you think you'd be interested in having, like a creative outlet, and then something that also helps you with your future?
If it's there, yeah.
Okay, great. So I just want to dive in and ask a couple of questions as well. So what are some interests and goals that you can think of on the top of your head?
I want to eventually buy a Tesla. Those are really cool cars, saving the environment. And I want to be able to afford and own my own house someday. Can that help me?
Yeah, it most definitely can help you. Do you think that these are things that you maybe struggle with saving up for, or that seem like kind of hard to reach right now?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm a careless spender.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
I just see things that I want, and I impulsively just buy things that I don't necessarily need at the moment, or I just don't care for them. In a few weeks, I buy a lot of food, which is bad, that I could just simply go to the grocery store to save. And
so
yeah, I think that's it.
So are you a college student as well?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so that might be hard, like, and challenging when you have so many other things that you need to take care of, like buying your groceries, buying things like that. Yeah, I think maybe having a list of things that keep you interested on what your future goals are would be like it would pique your interest instead of stressing you out, because it sounds like that could all be a little bit stressful. Okay, great. So just a couple more questions. Or just to explain a little bit further, this bucket list plan, the reason it would be helpful if you have trouble sticking to certain goals or future aspirations is because it does pique your interest. And with the way that you can develop on your own is by visually making it appealing and being creative and kind of artsy in the way that you develop it. It kind of gives that effect of something that you look forward to putting your time into, and that you come back to later on in years, and that you add to, and keeps you interested in your future goals instead of just being stressed out about it. All right, great. So the next step is, how about we let you partake in this experience? Are you excited?
Perfect, let's do it.
Okay, great. So how was your experience partaking in this? What do you think?
I think it's good. It's accessible. It's easy to do. And it's something that really keeps me motivated to continue to save and reach for my goals, because that's what I do. I lose motivation after a while, and that's why, it's a part of the reason of my spending habits, which is awful and I need to get better at. So this definitely, opened my eyes for more things and more opportunities that I could do and better my life.
Great, thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Alright, great guys, that's the end of my video. So if you want to look at a couple of examples, you can look towards the end. If you want to skip through, I'll have a couple of skits that you can see, or you can just skip through to the end and I'll have a couple examples of more bucket list life plans for you. Thank you. Man, who would have thought the bucket list life plan would be so helpful? Well, I'm just sure glad that you figured out what you're gonna do now. When you start your bucket list life plan.